What's up, man? It's your brother Ohu. It's your Ohu. Coming live, man. Well, not really live because I'm not on a live stream, but this is being recorded in time, and I'm recording this today, and I'm dropping today. I forgot what's the fancy way of saying it. Okay. Y'all bear with me, 'cause my throat hurting too. Shit came out of nowhere. I gotta start eating candy off the floor. But brothers, today's message. Hey, look, man, I gotta spit it to you the only way I know how, man. The way I deliver messages is like this, man. And y'all gonna catch the drift as y'all frequent my channel. I'm not really into telling brothers what they need to be doing and everything like that. There's nuances to life, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's a nigga, a brother that's like shouldn't be in the similar situations I am. He doesn't have the similar past, you know what I'm saying? Or there could be brothers that have similar past, but now he's like, you know what I'm saying? It's nuances to this stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, my goal is to share with you my perspective on topics and matters, as it relates to, because I'm always gonna be coming from a biblical basis and standpoint. That's gonna be my foundation for anything. But whether or not the wisdom applies to you is gonna be, it's gonna be different. So like, I don't really kind of want to go about it and speaking in vagaries and stuff like that. I'd rather share with you my experiences, things that I'm currently going through, and then that way it even builds up a better dialogue. Because I'm searching for answers myself. Or I don't mind perusing through data, or through the opinions or thoughts of other believers, you know what I'm saying, in the faith of the Most High and stuff like that, and taking these things into consideration whenever I do things, because the same way that the approach that I take whenever I'm dropping wisdom or knowledge or information and things of that sort, I vet it in the same process. I'm not just gonna blindly just take somebody else's stuff, like if they're not willing to kind of elaborate in detail, you know what I'm saying, what it is they're going through, what it is that they was asking for the Most High to reveal to them, and what was their past experiences or traumas, or blah 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 blah. Because I feel like just like this dang fingerprint right here, like, it's unique. Ain't another one you can find like this, you know what I'm saying? So I don't like believing in special. Not to digress, but I believe in uniqueness, but not specialness. And let me highlight the difference, you know what I'm saying? Like, uniqueness, I'm gonna tell you why I don't like special. Like, to feel like you special and everything like that, right? And we going on, we call ourselves chosen ones and everything too. And whatever. I'm really more on the specialness. But if you applying, special to, chosen one and everything like that, I don't know. You should really it comes with making sure that you are mindful of your humility. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be continuously mindful of your humility when you're trying to take on chosen one or specialness and everything like that. Because for me, right, and this is just for me, whenever I hear the term special and everything like that, it special kind of makes you kind of think, for me, that you don't actually have to strive as hard as just the ordinary person, somehow the red carpet is gonna be rolled out for you, or you don't really have to work as hard, and for some, and realistically for some, that is the case, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think that's the best mindset to kind of take on, because you don't know if you actually following that forward or not. You know what I'm saying? And like whether you do or not, like that's that doesn't matter. Like because it's about like striving um, for your best. You know what I'm saying? Cause we don't know. Like you know what I'm saying? We could all be. I mean not all be, but some of us could just be pawns to the Most High. Like you know, He can utilize us for a certain purpose. Cause He utilizes the good and the bad. You know what I'm saying? He's the controller of it all. You know, at least what I feel is if like you want to talk about the Hegelian dialectic, like I don't see two opposing sides. Like I see it as the Most High over here at the top, and then you got these two opposing sides. But at the end of the day, it's always gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? Pertaining to He's a creator. How can it not? This is not a equal battle of a tug of war of forces versus good and evil and shit like that. That may have things how it be seen to play out or how some people shape the narrative, but we already know that we're in a winning fight. We're in a winning battle whenever we choose to side with the creator. So it behooves me, like you know how some of us don't move with the level of confidence and faith, given the fact that all of this was already written. And if you're a partaker of the truth, if you hear that message and it resonates with you, then you know that's enough things. I mean, that's enough as it is. However, even though I say that very confidently and stuff like that, I can't act as if like there wasn't times I was that I was faithless. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the knowledge for over 10 years. You know, I came in as a young man, and I came in alone. I ain't coming with my family, you know, and I came in through friends, and then they departed from the faith, or they're still having a little struggle with the faith. And our spiritual family ain't that strong no more, because life be life, man. Um, to say the least. Um, to say the least, life be life, and I don't speak on other people's situations for real, unless it like uh, unless I can illustrate, you know what I'm saying, how it had an effect on me and how it directed me to move in a certain way or whatever, right? But I guess I was getting on here. Let me make it quick, cause my throat is hurting. I can tell my voice don't really sound like this. But that's crazy, man. The Most High is repurposing me, bro. And I can feel it. I can feel it happening. And I'm not even really sure what I want to put up in this title because I'm going to touch a little bit on self-sabotage and the repurposing. I in this faith walk, I don't have my struggles. It has not been easy for me doing this thing alone. It's not been easy for me to lose the support. Like I came into this before I even like left up out of my folks' house, so I didn't have a lot of support from them, if any support from them, coming out into this world to try to figure out the way for myself. And I don't necessarily blame them, because we are of two opposite mindsets, and at the same time I was still a little bit of dream tracing. Like the desires that I had repurposed it back then, and I thought that I thought that this was the Most High had worked for me. However, it probably wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was very, very hard to do what it was I was trying to do, and that's another story for another day. If I go in too much on that, then I'm gonna move away from the talking point of the day. But it's very difficult, so difficult. I spent upwards of almost like 7 years at an endeavor, and I'm still in that same spot as I was before. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of obstacles came in the way, and it created a lot of stress, and it created me like resorting back into into some bad habits, or even picking up some more newer bad habits and shit like that. Yet alone, Most High was always there for me. You know what I'm saying? He chastened me, and he threw a nigga a bone sometimes. I mean, like he be doing that sometimes, you know. He saved me out of situations, but sometimes he did chasten me and everything, and I reached a point where I kind of felt like I missed the window on what it was that I probably at the time felt like I was led to do. Yet, you know what I'm saying? Something like it could be looked at as it also could be looked at I was trying to go about my own will. You know what I'm saying? That I could try to go my own will. I dealt with trust issues from uh, dealing with a certain camp that I dealt with prior to coming in the truth and experiences that my spiritual family at that moment is at, like with them and I myself, and just a lot of things I had started peeping notice as I thought really got really like intertwined in it. But a lot of stuff it just kind of like missed me, went over my head because I was so young, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't really have any prior knowledge or, you know what I'm saying, or, of the information that was being shared with me. So, and I wasn't really taught on how to kind of think about things or how to assess things like kind of critically or whatever like that. Like, during that time, I was more focused in the sports, like, um, sports and girls and being cool, you know. Um, so like a lot of stuff just kind of like just me, and I just kind of took it all in. Um, I could deny that a lot of stuff I was being taught was true. You know what I'm saying? But some in some kind of a way, like with the things that wasn't really factual. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then you start to realize that there's certain group, organization, ministry, church, whatever you want to call it, that they're upholding their own personal traditions and stuff. But as I grow and mature, like I don't have so much of a problem with it because I understand that you're gonna have additional laws that kind of govern you know what I'm saying, up in it by bylaws, things like that to govern the establishment in which, like, you know what I'm saying, you're created for, you know what I'm saying, for a certain purpose, you know what I'm saying. But you know, there was some things that just I ain't gonna say it was contradicting of the text, but it was kind of adding more onto it. I won't say they taught it in that type of way, but we can move on from there. But then there was also things that they purposely did not teach. You know what I'm saying? That would have been very important for um, a young man. You know what I'm saying? At that age and that time period I was in my life to have some understanding on. You know what I'm saying? Because that definitely, like, you know what I'm saying. I definitely found out about it, but I learned about it the hard way. Um, a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'll share with you on another day, but I just wanted to give a little, like, a little piece for y'all to, get an understanding where I'm at in today. And like I'm for right now, man, I'm done with the boxing. I'm done with the fitness training. I'm done with those things. I'm really kind of done with being in the Dallas area. Um it's crazy because um there was a lady I was out doing one job assignment that had me going for about 6 weeks in security stuff. And I met this one lady. She was good. She was religious. You know what I'm saying? Um, y'all know, man. Sometimes you don't catch those pearls before swine. You know what I'm saying? And you throw, like, you probably like drop a little, like, hints or clues, try to get my you throw bait, you know what I'm saying? Try to get somebody, like, catch something. Like, that's how I started learning how to fish. Like, because in the beginning, like, I just started, like, I try to, like, share things to everybody and all that type of stuff, and I deal with a lot of rejection, and I had rejection problems prior to that. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't something that, like, I was accustomed to, like, dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even really kind of know how to process that. You know what I'm saying? Internalize that. So, like, well, I did kind of just shut down, and from doing all of that, and I just like stuff that what it did was resorted me into forming a more of a mask. You know what I'm saying? Like a worldly mask, but in my private, you know what I'm saying, time I was, trying to study up on things of the Most High, like reading scriptures, watching, you know what I'm saying, learning things about Israel and everything like that. That was like, one of the strong hobbies and stuff like that, my spare time. But I was more so like, you know what I'm saying, had a worldly mask on, trying to hide myself, from the people which I was around dealing with, and only letting like when niggas got close or I got to know I'm comfortable with them, and share with them a few things or whatever like that, and that's how I moved. But to get back uh on point, yeah, like there was a lady when I was up there in Florida, and I didn't take it too serious because like she was telling me she's a prophetess. You know what I'm saying? And from my understanding, like I mean, like, nigga, ain't it's not even prophets. You know what I'm saying? Walk around that. You know what I'm saying? Let alone a prophetess. Like so, like I didn't know how to take it, but she had this good heart. She like I seen it. Like she has a good heart. It she like I was doing a security a private security assignment, and they was there doing like some Salvation Army stuff, you know what I'm saying? But she is telling me, like, you know what I'm saying, she like I didn't know this lady from a can of pain. She was telling me that God's gonna relocate me. But this was back in like the end of 2020. The end of 2020. So like I got back from that assignment, I got back home. Alicia's getting ready to end soon. And I'm kind of like, what she's saying is like in the back of my mind or whatever like that. But my whole thing was that, like, I'm not going to force it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's going to happen, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Let's show me. Not that I don't know God is real, but like, I'm not like, just like when it comes to deliverance, like, bro, look, I'm going to go into deliverance or whatever like that. And I'm not going to force anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to sit in this thing and I'm gonna let this thing happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, if this shit is real, like, that's why I, like, you know what I'm saying? That's the same way, that's the same approach I took on to her whole prophecy or whatever like that. And, I ain't really seen none of it because I ended up re-signing my lease. You know what I'm saying? However, that was back in April. Now, around this time frame and stuff like that, like, these guys try to say I didn't re-sign the lease. My girl, she had re-signed the lease. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't re-sign the lease, but they didn't put it on my portal. And I did a lot of things prior, like, you know what I'm saying, to a lot of paperwork fill out prior that you will only fill that paperwork out if you were re-signing on the lease. So it was crazy to me, but they put me like on a month-to-month lease or whatever like that. And I've been fortunate enough to God has blessed me with the opportunity to be able to do something that's very profitable for me, for me and my family for the next 6 months. And it's needed. It's needed too. Like, y'all don't hate on me and nothing like that. Like, man, I need this. But so what they did was they try to not respect, you know what I'm saying, the fact that she signed the lease and all that other stuff. And then so when the bill came, it like they added like month-to-month fees and everything like that. It was like an additional $500 like on top of the rent. And I'm like, wow, they crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't staying here or whatever like that. Like, especially like, it's not that I want to stay here. It's just that like the part I didn't share with you guys yet is that like the area in which I live at now, I moved over here only for a specific purpose. Damn. This is definitely gonna be another video for another day because it dives into so many lessons you can get up out of this. But I moved over here for a specific purpose. This was by far like one of the most expensive, most expensive apartment that I have lived in so far. I'm not gonna say how much I spent, but I did it because I thought my goals was to advance in my boxing, and then my career as a fitness trainer and everything like that, and the gym that I was working at the time, which is you know what I'm saying, owned by, you know, another Israelite, you know, he's a former member of IUIC. He's out of there now and stuff. I mean, he's been out of there, but yeah, a former Israelite, fence trainer there, and then like, you know, my boxing coach. He was a good trainer. I say he's a good trainer. But as far as like, all facets of a coach, I don't know. Like, I mean, I can't really give him that. You know what I'm saying? I can't. And I'm not going to share any further on that. But he was a good trainer. He knows the art of fighting. Nonetheless, though, then everything now I'm going to put on myself is that, like, if that was the things I was supposed to be focusing on, right, during that little 10-year time period, I made a couple bad decisions that affected that whole tenure. You know what I'm saying? That made things very stressful on me. That made it not very much of an enjoyable time, and I lost out on that time. So I can speak of these things as like as I missed my window, or it was never like, you know what I'm saying, in the Most High's intentions. You know what I'm saying? Yet alone, I reached this point now where I feel it's like I'm being repurposed because lately I just, you know, a lot of depression, a lot of stuff been hitting in, and I've been self-sabotaging. You know what I'm saying? I've been self-sabotaging. I've been smoking, I've been drinking, I've been self-sabotaging. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I allow situations to kind of like just slip through my fingers. You know what I'm saying? And there's opportunities just being presented, but I'm not really kind of recognizing on how I can capitalize on it. Or I am recognizing I can capitalize on it, but I'm not filled with enough faith or discipline, or, you know what I'm saying, or hope, like, or you have faith to feel like I can actually succeed in it because of everything prior. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, long, like, I finally come to grips with that. I finally come to grips with it, and I accepted it. You know, it's because, like, prior to me even making this move, I didn't have a daughter. You know what I'm saying? So, like, now, like, you know, I think it's being, like, being more centered on, like, back, because I feel like those goals and shit like that, like, as much as I try to, like, find a way to exalt the Most High in it, you know, I think it was more self-will driven. Like, it was more me driven and shit like that. I want to try to glorify myself. Everything. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But with this new repurposing, and I'm still in the process of repurposing. Honestly, it's enough going on, enough for me to be down. You know what I'm saying? But I'm full of hope because of the possibilities of what can happen. You know what I'm saying? And what I know that I'm capable of and everything. Damn, man, my throat hurts so bad. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make it up quick because it's like 23 minutes now. But that's just what's going on, man. This is my last week here in this area. Things is a little bit uncertain on what's next, but I know I'm physically gonna be done with Dallas, and I'm just waiting for this opportunity to fall through, and then we gonna see what's after that. What's after that? Possibly be another opportunity that could be a tenure of 2 years, and then I'll be able to, like, you know what I'm saying, connect with some brothers in the faith, and like, and that's really about like this land and Goshen building, and you know what I'm saying, and, like, living that lifestyle and stuff like that. Or like I would probably have done what I need. I don't know. Like, I'm really waiting on to see what the Most High, like, you know what I'm saying, puts within my heart, what he sends signs to and everything like that. Right now, I'm more like, go do this little contract bid, then go do my little 2-year thing and get all on it. You know what I'm saying? That way, like, I don't cross our T's and dot our I's and stuff like that. And I ain't like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, I'm protecting myself. Um, uh, but or it's either gonna be I do this 6 months and then I move on to, um, being with a community and doing the ministry and all work for the most of the ministry, developing all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take a lot of focus. Yet alone, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of more so I want the first route to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I would even be better. You know what I'm saying? For whenever, because it's going to end up like, pretty soon by the time I'm 30, I'm going to be like living this, you know what I'm saying, wholly set apart lifestyle and everything like that. Then I got caught up in the dream, with an illusion of the dream. It's either he afforded me with that and I splundered that time, or it was never in the plans intentionally. So these are things that I'm still trying to figure out within myself. I gotta move forward, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna think about it too much, and I know it's gonna be revealed when I start bearing fruits in these other things, you know what I'm saying? So, and I know it'll be real and that day of judgment. I ask God about, you know what I'm saying, like, because, and I'm just rambling and stuff like that, but people tell me, I hear about, I need some water. I hear a lot of time about people talking about their spiritual gifts and everything like that, and I don't know like what I'm gifted at. Like, I don't have no dreams. I'm not no damn prophet, or prophetess or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. I'm hoping that everything falls through with this 6 month. With this 6 month contract. From there, I can just focus on being isolated and have my time with the Most High, just doing my work and trying to receive that Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Or strengthening the power of the Holy Spirit. So that way I could be actually like, so it's gonna manifest in some works. You know what I'm saying? So I know this shit is within me, it's inside of me. Just coming to this knowledge through my whole life around, bro. Through my whole life around. Y'all, people like, I chat with some brothers and stuff, and they be like, no man, you was lucky, man. You found it too early. Like, man, no, like, speak like, bruh, it ain't what you think. I promise it ain't what you think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, don't get it wrong, and you know what I'm saying, I want them all, but it ain't what you think. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not taking into consideration the traumas that I have to overcome and face with. Now taking into consideration, I was in this alone. Not taking into consideration, yeah, I came into it young, but some maturity and things just comes with time and experience. You know what I'm saying? And my brain wasn't developed in a way in order to kind of like make the proper decisions, like you know what I'm saying, like critically, like necessarily for myself, without necessarily just having to like lean on faith. You know what I'm saying? And the time about lean on faith, I was, you know what I'm saying, I was, basically like I was dealing with a ministry with that motherfuckers today is walking away from. You know what I'm saying? Some of their elders. Like, I'm not trying to drop no names and shit like and stuff like that. And the thing about it, it did serve a purpose. You know what I'm saying? But get along, like, at times I wish that like I could have been like more of a mature minded person, and when the information was presented to me, that I take it, oh, that's interesting, I look into it. But when that came to me, like I dive too free in that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So That's just where I'm at. That's where I feel right now. I'm sharing my experience. If y'all want me to go more in detail about this story, just put something in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? I make a part 2 to this. I already told y'all there's some little parts in this story that it did deserve a little more elaboration. But I'll just give it a current update on my current situation about. Oh yeah, here's a little part that I have to say about self-sabotage, right? Bro, I need to get some medicine, bro. My throat is on crazy, man. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on, but this shit hurt. What piece of candy did I eat off the ground, bro? Yeah, I'll finish this video up another time, yo. I gotta go, but my throat hurt. Peace.